Hello everyone, my name is NateDogDog13 and welcome back to Call of Duty Black Ops 3, the Nightmare Campaign. As you can see, I haven't given this video a proper title and I'm going to start doing that from now on. I'm not going to give my videos a title until after they broadcast because I don't know what is actually going to happen. So, like the last video, I kind of changed the name afterwards because that name deserved to be changed. But I'm going to dive right back into this because I don't have all that much time because I've been working hard tonight. I've had some things I gotta get done. Give me a second.
This bishop that Moretti mentioned.
Damien Bishop, the man who found the cure. A vaccination to make 6115 victims human again.
A cure? Did it work?
It should have. Something was blocking it. Bishop had this theory. He believed somewhere there was an undead brain. A single creature controlling them as a collective hive. He believed that it somehow blocked the cure. We met him in 2065 when he made the breakthrough. News traveled fast. He and a few others were kidnapped in Ethiopia. It was a joint op with Taylor's team. We were to extract Bishop from a base overrun by the dead.
Back to the roots, where I can't do crap. I don't actually know if they put restrictions on this mission. I doubt they did. Sorry my commentary's all that much. I'm extremely tired tonight. I've been running, I've been
With the
lifting,
dead crawling
I've
all
been
over, we
doing lot
needed a
of shit.
distraction. Something to keep the flesh eaters occupied so we could grab Bishop. We weren't dead killers yet, so we had to be a little more creative. And lucky for us, there were plenty of NRC birds in the sky, and the NRC's dead system still worked. Laser cannons built to auto-target any hostile aircraft.
So you created the diversion.
And Taylor's team prepped extraction. Unfortunately, it seemed our cover wouldn't last as long as we hoped. The remaining NRC noticed the radio silence from air traffic control and had sent soldiers to investigate. Command set exfil for a satellite station off the base. We reset the dead system to target one of the automated planes circling above. Turns out the undead have a thing for giant explosions. Like moths drawn to a porch lamp. And all we had to do was turn on the lights.
Boom. Uh-oh.
Unfortunately, we couldn't exactly control the landing. Hendricks alerted Taylor the bird was down and the diversion in play. We took out the NRC and moved. Bishop was being held underground in the security station across the tarmac.
War. There we go. Here's this location. Once again, as always, I'm not going to pick them up. Also, I actually believe the locations for all the usual pickups are in the same locations that they're in the multiplayer. Like, or in the regular campaign. Like, they can be found in the same exact locations because there was one found there on the first mission.
Hendricks ordered weapons down. The base was crawling with NRC soldiers and undead. No need to draw anymore. We crossed the tarmac. The tunnel ahead led to the security station.
Poor them rat bastards. I just capped him and put him out of his misery. Same with him. He's gonna be dead in a second anyway. One of the few times Hendricks is actually useful. I don't trust that VTOL. Not one bit. Granata. I don't know why I said that, I just wanted to. more prisoners. Once again, one of the few times in this game, Hendrix is useful. Here's the second location. As you can see, it's kind of glitching through the wall, but this was also another location right here where
Hendrix
something
took
was
out the
located.
guards. I hacked into the system to find Bishop.
Why were the NRC still at the base? It was being overrun.
They needed the cure. They kidnapped Bishop's whole team and would do whatever it took to get their hands on it. They'd torture these researchers till the dead broke down the door and ripped them all to shreds if it meant they could save their people. It wasn't personal. It was self-preservation.
If you
With the
notice on
secret
his
out
arm
about
starting to
Bishop's
glitch,
discovery,
look where his
he'd
armpit
become
is
the most
and where
wanted man in
his
the world.
like chest
The
is.
NRC
You can see
were just
how
the
like
first to grab him.
they
It was
failed right
every
there. You
country
can actually
for
see that.
itself. Why do you
I
think
think
we were
that's the
there?
first time I've ever seen that and
The
the only
Winslow
time.
Accord wanted the same thing the NRC did.
You can't rationalize anything when you're put up against the wall.
Nothing about this was rational. It was instinctual, animalistic, survival.
This mission I really don't like all that much, mainly because there are many points that are just straight time consuming.
He had been escorted to an interrogation room. We had to hurry. Behind us was an undead army. Once one got a whiff, the others would come running.
I still have my boosters. Also, if y'all want me to, I may try and do a mission of this on realistic, or just continue this entire thing on realistic. To be completely honest, I prefer not to do that, because I've seen this thing on, I've tried doing this on Veteran. Actually, it was before I started doing this series. I tried doing everything on Veteran this entire game. That did not work out. The first mission, while usually the mission would take about 45 minutes, I don't even think I got it done within an hour and a half. First mission legit took me, I'm honestly going to say about 2.5 to 3 hours. Hendrix, you son of a bitch. BMP, Kuda, don't care for either. Uh-oh. Didn't mean to do that. I like that if I was playing co-op, the other person could see this actually happening. Like, it wasn't just the stuff was just put in as a cutscene or anything. Your character actually does this, and other people can see it. Once again, another object right here, kind of glitching through shit. Don't like it. He has a fracture in his arm.
Hendrix told Bishop who we were and that we had to move, but Bishop refused to leave without the other researchers, his friends. Our instructions were specific. Bishop was our priority. We didn't like it, but Bishop refused to leave without them.
It sounds like you were taking an awful risk.
He said for the cure to work, he needed them. They weren't expendable. Technically, we were.
In a way, you and the NRC were not so different in what you wanted and how far you were willing to go.
Our method was different. Our reasoning was not. No one wants to sacrifice themselves to
It's
save the
still
world.
Khalil. He's not a researcher. He's a
But
soldier.
you like to think if the moment came, you'd have it in you.
Who was inside the cell?
Lieutenant Ziyed Khalil, member of the Egyptian army. Back in '65, he was a guard assigned to Bishop's research station. This was how we met. Hendricks cut him down and notified Taylor we were freeing the other hostages. Taylor said we didn't have the time. The base was swarming with additional NRC forces. They weren't letting their prize go that easily. There was a tunnel full of hostile soldiers between us and our exit. A cargo elevator ahead was the only way to the surface. No telling how close the dead were behind us.
It's supposed to be NRC, not undead. Leclerc. That's just what I call it. That's how I always roll. Why can't I pick up these? I have copycat ability on. Ouch. That is actually bullcrap because that's there's only one zombie in any of the storylines, and he's not even in this game, and he doesn't look like that. Wait, what the? Really, to climb, you gotta do all that. Unrealistic. I'm pretty sure they make it so that if you take one hit, you're dead. I think that's it. If it's not one hit, you got one hit, you get 2 hits, and you're dead. But it's just saying either way
The
you're dead
remaining
if you get
NRC
hit.
forces were waiting for us above. They weren't
Because
about
usually
to
if you
let
get
their
hit,
prize
you're going to get
prisoner
pinned and
go.
double slapped.
If it meant getting the cure and saving their families, they were willing to die for it. And they weren't the only ones. We'd never seen dead killers in action before. To us, it was a spectacle. To them, it was just another day in the life. Wait a minute.
Do not be deceived by his lies. Remember your past. Remember when you first met John Taylor. Remember the truth.
Wait, this is wrong. This can't be real. I told you I met Taylor in Zurich during the 2065 Catardist Uprising, after I became a dead killer. But here I am with Taylor, and my limbs haven't been replaced yet. I'm still human. Why did you tell me that the first time I met Taylor was Zurich?
Focus. You need to complete this memory. What was Taylor's plan?
We were still on for exfil. But first, we had to blow the bridge. We followed Diaz. Both undead and NRC forces were converging on our position.
Fun, isn't it? See, how am I going to get this? Last I checked, I'm not cybernetic. I'm not a dead killer, it just even said it myself. Ouch. Three. Alright, at least I got a decent one. But let me phrase that, a halfway decent one. How useless was that, Diaz? Like, really? Also, guys, while I'm doing this, I want to say I'm wanting to start doing like zombies challenge videos, like whatever y'all can come up with, like for my videos. I want to do stuff like that, cause that's actually fun to me. Also, here's another pickup location. Shiva for no, thank you. Really,
Paul
gang?
grabbed us after the hangar. She was to take us to Moretti, so we could blow the bridge.
My fire voice just came back in my face. Where are you coming from? I know there's a mystery box somewhere on this mission. I don't remember. Was that just me or am I tripping? I think that was supposed to be Diaz, because BRM is DS's again. Can't be sure though, because I'm not sure what I just saw. Oh, come on, I hate this ability. No, move. God damn it. Once again. Wait, what? Oh, there he was. And then the BRM just falls to the ground like nothing happened. I must be tripping. Well, you're going to explode. You in the back. Yep, called it. It's your yes. Damn.
After the bridge, we were forced inside a comm center. Moretti
Wait,
took
what?
point. The rendezvous with Taylor was an
Oh.
APC garage just ahead.
Uh-oh. Nope. 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 And I'm actually going to take a moment and I'm going to check that comment. Because it's a lot harder for me to check the comment afterwards. Alright, well, don't have a comment. Not officially. They were holding guns, yet they're all zombies. That's something that's always pissed me off. Oh, there you are. What the fuck? Hey, Taylor. What the heck was that? Thanks for nothing already. Oh, I'm actually so happy this is almost over. But yeah, on average, these missions usually, these videos will take about, on average, 45 minutes. I actually don't know what my timeline is right now. All I know is I'm almost done. 9:42. Thank God, actually.
We could hear the undead screaming towards us. But that wasn't all. A robot horde was moving in. And Taylor would need the time to get the door open.
I remember when I played this with Insane, he decided to run directly at the zombie horde. And I should probably be getting inside now, because that's a lot of them.
You were forced into the garage. What happened there?
Hendricks wanted to go back and get the other hostages. Taylor
Another
said
location.
Bishop was priority. After all, he had the cure. The rest were just collateral.
What did Taylor do?
He volunteered to take his team to get the others. We were to take Khalil and Bishop to exfil. We got on the APC. Bishop was the most important man in the world right now. We had to get him to exfil if it killed us.
That's probably the poorest choice of words I've ever heard. See, this is 48 Dredge, but why is the car so slow? With how heavily armored that was, bullets like this would not be able to take that down that fast. Like, that VTOL was actually harder to kill.
The APC stalled on us. Hendricks needed a minute to get it going. And the undead and robots alike were crawling all over us.
Might wanna get it fuck out. No hitchhiking. Got it? You understand, boy? Y'all see that? The robot just tries to jump on. Screw you, asshole. I'll actually give that 7 for air. Uh-oh.
We came in too fast. The APC spun out and crashed. Hendricks moved Bishop into position. The drone evac was inbound. Once secured in the drop pod, it would return to collect. We just needed to hold back the Horde.
Oh, come on. What am I going to do against that? Bunch of grenades, that's what. Oh, once again, come on.
What happened?
Airspace was compromised. They had to pull
Hendricks,
out.
you son
Bishop
of a bitch.
was priority. We were expendable. We heard Taylor over comms. He was inbound and told us to hang on. No.
I know you like
I can't
that
do this.
because of the fact that I said the
can't
same
live this
thing you
again.
said.
No. Please.
I am sorry. You must.
No, please!
If you wish to defeat Deimos, you must. To save the world, you must relive this.
I should have died. I felt myself fade. It was over. That was the day I met John Taylor. That was the day I became a dead killer.
Oh my god, my eyes are killing me right now. I'm too tired for this crap. Alright guys, I'm going to leave this episode here. I hope you enjoyed it. Once again, if you have any ideas for challenges or anything, please leave them in the comments below. As always, my name is Dog13. You can check out my other videos over there, and as always, I will see all you dudes in the next video. Bye bye. Bye. That's for insane.